My name is Quentin LeBlond and I drive a 1973 Alfa Romeo 2-liter GTV Bertone. I have been in the automotive passion since I'm a kid. So this passion has been maintained through the years with all the car meetings, all the rally we used to participate. Petrolicious was obviously since the very beginning one of my big sources while I was waiting weekly the new video getting out, and it kept on, having the blood pressure fueled with cars. And then I bought my first classic, which was the Alfa Romeo, and probably will be the first and remaining forever with me. I actually left more classic job to create Mechanicus, a company in the car industry. So I took it to the apex and made it basically my life. Mechanicus is exactly in this will to maintain the passion. We try to make this passion car dealer environment more stable, more transparent, more trustful. We buy all our cars, we kill ourselves to be sure that the car we get in are good cars. We test them, we drive them, we put them on a car lift, we get the mechanics on it before buying them. And I think this transparency is trying to install a more transparent and trustful environment in the passion car industry. And this is, to me, one of the main ways to be sure the passion will live through the generation, and that my son will be able to live the same thing that I've been living, thanks to the car and to the passions. What drives me with this car is that I know it. I know the starting procedure is special. The smell is special. I know the gearbox. I know that if I doesn't want the first gear to crack, I have to put down the second first and then the first one. I know that if I don't want the rear to crack, I have to put the fifth and then the rear. I know exactly where in the hood there's a little spine coming through that has been painted correctly. I know exactly where I see that the original color of this car was red, maybe like 25 years ago. I know exactly where I can see some red paintings. I know the noise, and despite all this, every time I look at it or I see it in the mirror, or I just rediscover the shape, the look, the color. I don't know, it's just, sometimes you have these things with a car where you feel there's a connection, and I guess this is what's happening with this one. The small anecdote I can have with this car is that it never let me down, except one time when we were going to Le Mans Classic and my wife pushed the cigarette lighter in the car, but it's a cigarette lighter that is 40 years old. and she kept on pushing it, and it finally took fire. So the whole electrical system took fire in the car. I have to let it on the parking lot like 2 kilometers before arriving at Le Mans Classic. And it was a close call, but I was in the end okay. But the only time that car let me down was not of her fault, it was of my wife's. So this is a small story I could have. The most important thing I can have with this is that this is the car I go to the weekend with the key, not to drive it, just to start it with the kids. And now my eldest son, he's like 6 years, Gaby is like 4.5. Both of them, like the youngest is like 2 years, she's still too young, but the two eldest, they know exactly the starting procedure of that car. Not that many kids of like 4 and 6 years old know how to start a 1973 Alfa Romeo. I'm pretty proud of it.